Welcome to episode 19 of the Moms That Read podcast. I'm McKenzie.
I'm Katarina.
And I'm Kaylee. And today we're going to be talking about if you like this, then read this book. So we have a mixture of like some authors, some books, some movies.
I did some even like male main characters.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
Ooh,
didn't
that's
even
so
think
fun.
about that.
Yeah. I only have like two. Three.
But
two.
if you like this, then we're going to recommend you some books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But first, we're going to talk about some recent reads. So
I just started Metal Slinger today. I'm only 2
What?
chapters in, so like I don't even really know what I'm reading yet.
Yeah.
But we're doing an episode on it next week, so I wanted to kind of make sure that I had that read.
love
Yeah,
it
I don't
so
really know what to say because I just started it. But Kaylee read it and was like obsessed. Said it's like the best plot twist ever.
I
So
can't wait.
Yeah,
I'm
it's going to be
excited.
a hard one to beat for
Ooh,
this year.
the whole year.
the whole year.
Ooh,
It's my
okay.
favorite fantasy book that I've read so far this year, and I've read Onyx Storm and Fearless. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, dang. So that's gonna be a good episode.
yeah.
So if you
I'm
haven't read
excited.
it, yeah, read it.
You have time to read it. It's such a quick and easy read, and it's so good. And then you can join us next week to chat. But I just read Wild and Wrangled by Lila Sage, I think her name is.
Yeah, that's the 4th one.
I hated it.
Oh.
I too started.
Oh.
Ooh. That's
I'm
the 4th
so
one
sorry.
too,
Yeah,
right?
it's the
So you've
4th
read all
one.
the others.
I've loved the other ones. I think she kind of, okay, hot take. I kind of think she copies Elsie Silver. Because there's just a lot of similarities that are like too similar, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like one of the books has a feisty redhead who marries a cowboy. The other one has a feisty redhead who marries a cowboy and becomes his stepmom. Anyways, I still like it because, again, you
Interesting.
It is
recycle
what
a
it
bunch
is,
of
yeah.
stuff.
That's
I
Frida
still
McFadden
read
for
it.
you. She does the same thing.
Ugh.
But this one, I did not like Cam, the main character. I thought she was a whiny brat.
Oh, okay.
I loved Dusty. Dusty was the guy.
Dusty,
His name's
the
Dusty.
cowboy Dusty. I have an uncle Dusty, but he ain't a cowboy.
Give me
Dusty's
Cowboy
like
Dusty.
your quintessential like.
Bad
Give
boy
me
who
Cowboy
only
name.
has eyes
Dusty.
for her. Listen,
Dusty.
I loved me some Dusty. Dusty was the only good part about this book. I'm going to leave it at that.
All right.
Well, I just started This Vicious Dream, which at the time of the recording is an arc from Stacey Stark. I love.
When's
Kingdom
it actually
Lies.
come out?
May 13th.
May-
Okay, so it will be out.
That's it.
Yes.
No, that's this episode. That's the.
Oh.
It comes out the day of.
Oh, okay, cool.
It came out
today. Well, one, I love the Kingdom of Lies series. I will always hype up Stacey Stark in that series. And I know she has other stuff, but like this is truly, I guess, what I would consider like something that could really take off on Book Talk right now. But This Vicious Dream is a spinoff of the world of the Kingdom of Lies series,
That's so
and
funny.
I'm literally just in the first chapter, but I loved Medina and
Yeah.
the Kingdom of Lies series.
I loved
so
her in the Kingdom of Lies series too, but
I'm
I
really
still need to
excited.
finish the Kingdom of Lies series before I
You
read
do.
this one.
You do. I'm
we're
curious
adding
to
that
see
to my
like how it
TBR.
kind of intermingles.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited. So
I did love her though. She was fun.
she great. I
I'm
love
kind
me a
of-
good side plot.
I hope you love it because did you see the paperback book or the hardback book she
yes.
posted?
Oh, they're
I want it.
gorgeous.
Oh my gosh,
They're
the
beautiful.
hardback
Gorgeous.
cover for this one and the Barnes and Noble is doing 25% off right now, and
Yeah.
I'm so tempted to order it
I'm about to
because it is stunning.
because I'm obsessed with
It's
it.
stunning, and I'm a sucker for a pretty book.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you are.
I am. We could get it and put it like right here.
Book trophy,
There we go.
or, yeah,
for
shelf
sure.
trophy.
I'm here
I
for
love a
it.
good shelf trophy.
That's so funny.
Oh,
So you want to get into
excited,
it?
yeah.
I know.
this is gonna be a fun episode.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't know where to start.
Okay, so I can kind of segue from what we just talked about with the Trial of Sun Queen because I think I was texting you, Katarina, because
Yeah.
you had already read it, and I said I am getting major Frost vibes by C.N. Crawford.
Yeah.
Frost is games and trials, women contestants, bachelor. You have a king. She's competing, but not Tamlin vibes. And
So you like him.
I really liked him, and it intermingles the girl in it was Faye, and she was living in the mortal world.
Okay.
And it's modern,
Carrie
so
Ann
they're
Swift?
televising the trials
Interesting.
and all of that. And I loved Frost, and the second one is Ambrosia. I can't remember if it's a duology or not, but
Yeah. I think it is. I wrote down when I was looking at duologies.
Okay, so good. I loved the series. Ooh. So if you are still on the vibe of like you liked Trial of the Sun Queen and you liked Bachelors, this has more fae and a little bit more magic and also mortal and modern.
That one's pretty high on my TBR, to be honest.
It's really good.
So going off that, I have the Selection series, which is just like Trial of the Sun Queen, except it's not really fantasy. It's more like dystopian in the fact that it's like this kingdom is like not doing well, and so in order, like, none of them have magic powers or anything, but like in order for them to keep the royalty going, essentially they do a trial essentially for the next princess. And so it's like 3 books where this girl is like vying to, like, out of like 50 girls, she gets picked to compete and then has to like win the king's heart. But she's in a love triangle because she has a boy at home that she's like been in love with forever. And so it's like, which one does she pick? So yeah,
I think the Never list is also kind of like
I
that.
think so too.
I have it. It's on my TBR. I bought it, and it seems very Bachelor-esque.
Yeah.
Because I
there's
know when
4
you open
MMCs.
when you open the cover, there's 4.
What?
There's a picture.
I think it's
4.
reverse harem.
I don't know what that is. What is that? I'm
when
dumb.
there's 4 MMCs.
Oh, well, I'm still gonna read it because I bought it.
I don't know for sure, but I mean, when
like
they have,
I'll try anything once. So
as in like, she's on the same page.
Like, I'll try it.
I'll try it. I'll read it. I'll read anything once. You don't know if it's your cup of tea unless you like try it. You know.
Oh, I know if it's not my cup of tea.
I know
that ain't my cup of tea.
Katarina's like, you just gotta say the word for it. Nah,
Look,
fam. Out.
okay.
That's why I like Sarah Adams.
Side notes. Today at that pop-up thing I was at, I brought books. I brought 9-month contract with me. And one girl was like looking at it, and I'm like, do you just want something unhinged? You
Absolutely.
know what I mean? Speaking of book recs, if you want something unhinged,
please,
if you
can you give the backstory as to why this was recommended?
Did y'all both read it?
No.
She's going to read it.
I'm gonna read it.
You need to put that on your list
Yes,
to
I
read.
do.
It's a very good palate cleanser for you. I don't even remember what we were talking about at the.
So Jordan was telling her
Oh.
hospital story.
Yeah, her hospital story about how they used
The man off of Bumble.
Yes.
the man off of
Okay.
Bumble. Anyways, I was like, "You want to read a book about that?" And she was like,
Absolutely.
"She was like, what?" I was like, "They used a turkey baster and a ranch cup." It's this mountain man. It's a mountain man who wants to be a dad, and he has like interviewed a bunch of women because he's he's just going to be a single dad. You know what I mean? He doesn't have a.
He ends up falling in love with the girl, though, right?
Yes. Anyways,
Okay.
He's
Interesting.
just made this in his head that he's going to be a single dad. Interviewed. This girl is wild. Okay, she's just very unhinged. Not like wild crazy. Just the things that come out of her mouth, you just absolutely have no idea what's about to come out. You know what I mean? Like
he ends up falling in love
is very unhinged. Yes, they end up falling in love. She's like, I don't want to go to like a doctor and do this. I just would rather do it here because I'm more comfortable here. So they use a ranch cup and a turkey baster. And
I'm gonna have to because I feel like I'm
just
gonna be
saying,
laughing.
like it sounds more unhinged than it is. Okay, it does.
I was just
Because
thinking of Jane the
it was
Virgin.
hilarious. Yes.
Yes.
I was just thinking of that.
That's a great show, by the way.
I
Yeah.
love Jane.
I
the Virgin.
love that
Jane the
show.
Virgin. So if you want a
Okay.
recommendation off of Jane the Virgin,
you
9-month
go.
contract.
There you go. It's so funny. Like I was, like you were laughing.
Yeah.
I was audibly laughing.
See, I need that.
90% of the book.
Interesting.
90% of the book. It was hilarious.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So funny. Oh my gosh.
Kaylee, like when Jordan was on that story, Kaylee was like, "Do you want a book for that?" And I was like,
Yes.
Absolutely.
"Sign me up."
Did you tell Jordan?
No, but I really need to.
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
need
text her and be
to.
like, "Hey,
I have a book rack for you.
I have a book."
Don't even tell
rec
her what it's
for
about. Just be like,
Just-
here you go. And then after she reads, be like, do you know why I suggested
Speaking
that?
of
Speaking of
Bumble, here's a book rec.
speaking of dating apps, also I rode by that house on the way home last night, and I thought about them. I was like, hope they were doing well. Like, now I won't ever unsee it.
Yeah,
No.
Thank you, Jordan.
I know you said something about Sarah Adams too, and so if you love Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams, you need to read On Midnight Shores by Julie Olivia. She's not a very well-known author, but I've read 2 of her books and I've loved them. Practice Makes Perfect is zero spice. But On Midnight Shores has the same vibe where there's like a tattooed bad boy, a goody two shoes good girl who like is the whole town is obsessed with her and like protects her. But they're both artists, and there's a little spicy scene where they draw each other.
Oh,
yeah,
like Titanic.
Like Titanic, yeah.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a little, it's a bit spicy, but it's good. If you like spice and you like practice makes perfect, but want to make it a little bit spicy, then On Midnight Shores.
Well, going off Sarah Adams, I haven't read any of her books, but I've heard Catherine Center is really similar too, because there's like not really much spice. You haven't read?
Oh, Catherine Center, yes.
Not Catherine Cowles.
Yes. Okay, yes. Catherine Center is very similar to
yes.
Sarah Adams.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've read a couple of her books.
I haven't read any yet.
The Bodyguard.
Yeah.
And
I have one up there. Hello, Stranger.
I've read No. Have I read Hello, Stranger? No, I haven't. But I've read The Bodyguard, and yeah, they're pretty similar.
That's what I heard. I need to read one of hers. I probably would like her. I did, if you like One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns, to read Anathema. Okay. It's darker, I would say, and it's a little more. It's not as clean as One Dark Window, but it's the same kind of like gothic spooky vibe. And all of her, Carrie Lake is the author. All of her books are kind of like that. So, very fantasy, mortal in a mortal world, and she gets pulled through a portal, and then so similar in the gothic-ish. So if you like that kind of fantasy, it's a really good one. It's a lot heavier than One Dark Window, though. You can't just like read it and just like brainlessly think. Anathema is very like deep.
Well, I was thinking like TV shows.
Yeah.
And I guess from our generation, Cowbells. Do you remember watching that
movie?
with
Yeah.
Allie and AJ?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I thought of when I thought of It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey.
I hadn't read
Like
that.
Oh my
the
gosh,
two sisters,
yes!
the two sisters
Oh my gosh,
are
yes.
like rich
Oh
and
my gosh.
just like this
Ditzy.
high ditzy,
That is
like never worked a day in their
hilarious.
life, and then they get sent off to this fish town.
Yes.
I immediately
That's
thought
so
of Cowbells.
funny.
Like that was all, and they're blonde. Like, and I
so
think they're blonde
funny.
in the book. So
Oh my gosh.
if you're a cowboy,
Now that you say that, absolutely.
That is so
Yeah.
funny. Well, and off that, Sweet Life on Deck, Reed Wilder. We
Right.
kind of talked about that last episode, but
Right.
like same vibe, totally the same vibe.
Totally the same vibe.
That is so funny.
Speaking of when we were younger, if you like Twilight, read Bride by Allie Hazelwood.
Yeah, I've heard that. It's very similar.
I loved it.
Or our next book club book.
Twilight also gives me From Blood and Ash vibes.
I haven't read that yet.
I haven't,
though.
I haven't either.
I did the series. The first book, loved it.
Yeah.
Like maybe not the whole series. I loved the first book because I loved the whole system of the Ascended, and I loved all of that. But between like first and second book, awesome. Third book, I got to it, and I was like, what? Like it's just too much.
I've heard a lot of people don't love that series.
But first and second book, loved
Really
it,
good.
and so it gave me Twilight vibes. Not necessarily because they're vampires.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yes, if you're Ascended, and then there's like other
Oh.
species. So that's where I kind of got that.
Yeah, Bride has like vampires, werewolves, and humans, just
all
like
of them,
Twilight.
right.
Just like Quicksilver.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, if you like
And
Twilight.
I was thinking Crowns of Nyaxia too. The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Similar.
Yeah, there's. Yeah,
I mean, I haven't read
it's
Twilight.
like
but
Twilight.
meets
I would-
Games and Trials.
Yeah, Twilight means Games and Trials for sure.
I definitely saw Twilight in the lake scene in Quicksilver, like that scene with the
Them across the lake.
Yep, and them across the field. Like
Yeah.
I was seeing parallels of that.
Yeah, for sure.
So I
Oh
can-
yeah, like the last scene. Yeah, for sure.
I can see that.
That makes sense. Going off that kind of vibe, I said if you like Harry Potter, you need to read Zodiac Academy. So like
Yeah.
old school Harry Potter, Zodiac Academy is real spicy, but
Yeah.
same kind of vibe, like school magic, that kind of thing, which I love. So
Okay, so throwing a wrench in here. Pretty Woman. So if you've or The Wedding Date.
interesting.
Have y'all ever seen The Wedding Date?
Yes.
Oh, love that
who's in
movie.
that?
She hires a male escort to be her wedding date because her sister
Yeah.
is marrying her ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
No, she's not. She's getting married but ends up having an affair with her ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
I did the kiss question.
I was literally just gonna say that sounds like the kiss quotient.
Yeah, exactly. And so I thought about that. Which
The
the
kiss
kiss question
is so weird.
It's only like, I think it's only strange because she's autistic. Like, and it's a writing style that it's just like, it's different.
Yeah.
So I liked the concept of it. And I loved the girl character because I was like,
She's quirky.
I'm like, oh my God, girl, I feel for you. Like, I just feel just like, oh, girl.
Yeah.
But I kind of love that vibe.
Yeah, that was bad.
So I have Elsie Silver is very popular right now. And
Yeah.
so if you like the cowboy version of the Elsie Silver writing, then Cash by Jessica Peterson. I just finished that. And there's also, I think, 3 more books in the series. So it's kind of like...
They're not popular, are they? Because I've never heard of them before.
They're just now gaining popularity. So I think she just got picked up. Like, so she was an indie author, but she just got picked up. If you like the Chestnut Spring series, then you'll like the Jessica Peterson series because it follows along the brothers like Chestnut Springs does. And then if you like the Rose Hill series by Elsie Silver, then you'll like Simply Mine by Laura Pavlov, that series, because it's very similar. So
yeah, I'm liking Simply Mine. Okay, so if you like office romance, if you like also books that have been turned into actually like cutesy little rom-com movies, I put The Hating Game by Sally.
Oh yeah, you said Thorne?
Yes. Lucy Hale plays the main girl, which I love Lucy Hale because Pretty Little Liars, duh.
Yeah.
But I ended up watching the movie first and then realized it was a book and went back and read it. And it was super cute. Like, I loved it. It was like a good, easy read to kind of just like pass some time. But
that's
the
office
movie
romance?
was adorable. Yes.
Then you should also read By a Thread by Lucy Score.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah, very similar.
And if you want office romance, The Trouble with Love and Ink by Harriet.
Ooh, that one's on my list.
yeah,
I want to read that so bad.
That one's really
or
good.
Shoot, what's it called? The Billionaires or whatever. Terms and Conditions, the second one. What's the first one? The Fine Print. He is a billionaire and he works on an amusement park, and she is like asked to help design it.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's fun.
yeah. So I just finished. Well, I read the second book in Caraval, which is like magical realism. So if you like magical realism, which I don't think it's overdone. Like it's not. There's not a ton of books. Hotel Magnifique is one. I didn't love it, but I also didn't love Caraval. But they're really similar. And I would say it's kind of similar to 7 Year Slip in just the realism aspect of it. Yeah. Very different kind of story, but the same feel. So those are like if you like the not full fantasy, but just like a little bit of magical.
right.
If you liked Beach Read by Emily Henry, then you need to read Beg, Borrow, Steal by Sarah Adams.
They're that similar?
They're both like wannabe authors.
Yeah.
They both read each other's work. They're both, but like, and they're both like in the same profession.
Yeah.
So I think they're very similar in that way. But
Nice.
I liked Beg, Borrow, and Steal more.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Emily Henry fan.
That's what I'm saying. If you liked it, then you might like this one better.
Interesting.
Okay, so if you liked Anyone But You, the movie, because people love that. Glenn Powell.
Oh, Glenn Powell
and Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
Super cute. So they like were they were like a one night stand. And then she like it didn't work out, and then they end up running into each other because they're both in their siblings' wedding. Right? Isn't that it? And it's super cute. Like the whole like fake dating like trope is in there. So I did Variation and Yours Truly.
Yep.
Yeah.
So those two, I got the same vibe from that. Loved those. I love a good fake dating trope. That's probably one of my favorite romance tropes.
Well, practice dating. You would like Practice Makes Perfect.
I have it. It's sitting on
It's like
my table at home.
A much better version of the Kiss Quotient.
Ooh.
She's not
What
like
a
awkward.
hater.
Like she just is kind of awkward on dates. So she's like, I need someone to train me how to do this.
Oh.
And he's like,
I love that.
I got you because I like you. So it's cute.
And he does.
Yep.
Yes.
If you liked Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young, then you need to read Ready or Not by Cara Bastone. They're both accidental pregnancies.
Oh.
But they're both done well.
Okay.
Anyway.
That could go either way.
It
I
could.
don't know if
They're
I've ever
both-
read a book with a pregnancy. Have I?
I read a few, and
I mean, people thought Onyx Storm was going to be that.
Yeah,
Right.
I read a few,
But,
and
like-
it can either be done really well, like
Yeah.
okay, this is a spoiler.
For what?
The Strawberry Patch Pancake.
Oh,
Spoil
okay.
it. It's
Whatever.
fine.
That was a accidental pregnancy drug done very
Wait, which
wrong.
one were the characters?
Oh.
The random people,
I
right?
don't even remember her name, to be honest. That's how much it was forgettable.
Ew.
But
I don't think I like
at
pregnancy
the
tropes.
end, she got pregnant with the dude's baby, and like it felt like that was the only reason they stayed
Ew.
together.
Oh.
I'm fine if that's in like the epilogue. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
they've been together
Yes.
for 5 years. And, like
Yep.
that's cute.
That's cute.
No, both of these for what is it? Out on a Limb and Ready or Not, they're both pregnant in the beginning.
Oh.
So it's kind of like not instant.
I feel like
I'm
falling in
gonna
love with your
put
partner
that.
is just kind
I'm
of weird.
gonna put that up there with age gap.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Like-
I liked it.
This might sound horrible. I'm a mom. Like I have a kid, but like I don't want my characters in a book to have kids. I don't know why. That sounds
Yeah.
horrible. I've never read something like you like the ones with like
Single
the
dads.
nanny and the single dads. That is not me.
No.
I love it.
I also feel like when you're pregnant, that's like the least cute part of your life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I'm like, don't look at me.
If I'm being honest, I liked being pregnant. I thought I looked cute pregnant.
That was
I
not
hated being
me.
pregnant.
I'm like, don't look at me. Don't touch me. Don't look at me. No.
But I also didn't have a terrible pregnancy, so I got to
Yeah.
enjoy
Oh, I didn't
it.
either, but I still hated it.
That's fine.
Absolutely not. If you like Grey's Anatomy, you should read Devil Wears Scrubs by Frida McFadden, which is, it's not a thriller. So it wasn't
Oh.
actually my favorite of hers because I was going into it thinking it was a thriller. But if you like Grey's Anatomy, it's basically Grey's Anatomy season 1.
Oh.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So I also did like Criminal Minds, like easy mysteries, like if you want, like not like hardcore, like there's a ton of things like Stacey Willingham, Flicker in the Dark,
Oh,
like that's a great
yes.
one. And because I could see like that's an episode of Criminal Minds waiting to happen.
Oh, yeah.
But also something more YA friendly and like not as in depth was The Naturals. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Even though it was a YA, I did not feel like it was predictable.
You read the first... Did you read all of
Two.
them?
No, I read the
two.
first
Okay.
two.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like it was predictable, and I was
No?
like, I really enjoyed it because I the whole time was like, who is what and like how is this happening?
Yeah.
So if you like
You
something
should
that kind of
read
strings you
The
along,
Inheritance Games, which is also her.
yes, I've heard great things.
I read the first
That's
two or
Jennifer
three of those.
Lynn Barnes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one's about a girl who essentially inherits this like old person that died money, and all the grandsons are like, why didn't I get the money? And so it's like it turns into like games and trials, like as not games and trials, but like puzzly games as to like they're trying to figure out why she
Right.
got the money. It's really
Oh,
interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. You probably like it.
I probably would.
Very similar to The Naturals with like the puzzles.
Yes,
and-
I loved that.
Yeah, that
I
was
thought
good.
it was so good.
If you liked The Deal by Elle Kennedy, you need to read Behind the Net by Stephanie Archer.
Yes, it is a step up of the spicier up.
Yes,
Like,
it is.
It increases the
It
spice.
is.
Is
But
that
it's
the
still
one that
really
has
good.
the weird thing in
Yeah,
it?
it's
Okay.
That's a weird thing. in it. But it's probably just weird to us.
I-
You know what I mean?
I was like Katarina. Or Kaylee, I was like, that is something I've never read in a book before.
Wait, what? Do I want to know?
We
No.
can tell you off camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got a couple of things to show you off camera.
Mom friendly, not kid friendly.
Yeah.
Not me friendly, probably either.
Not you
No.
friendly. No.
It is a
Um,
smidge of the spicier, but
To
it's
this,
good.
to this day,
Yeah.
Garrett Graham, #1 book boyfriend. Like,
Really?
Gary Graham.
I-
nothing has topped him.
Honestly,
And he's from The Deal.
outside of Zayden, might have found my other two
Who?
in the last two books. Paxton Wilder,
Will.
who I freaking love now,
Wilbur
and Will
William.
Griffin. Did we find out what his real name is?
Wait, who's that from?
William.
Is it William?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what is
She just
from?
makes fun of
Yeah,
him.
no, I think it's
I
hilarious.
love it.
What is that from?
Practice makes perfect.
Oh,
He is
love
literally
him.
Paxton Wilder. Like they are very similar.
I loved Paxton.
Which is actually, I put if you like Paxton Wilder, you would like Will Griffin.
I love
Yeah.
Garrett Graham more than I love Paxton. Wilder.
Really?
Gary
Would I like him
Graham.
as much?
Garrett Graham
You'd hate
is
the book. I'm just
superior.
saying, you would
Oh,
hate
I'm
the
not.
book.
I have no interest in reading it. I have an Elle Kennedy
I
book
don't know.
downstairs,
I
and
think
I'm like,
Will Griffin is like your ideal man.
Is he?
Can I be
black or
honest
not?
though?
What?
Minus the tattoos.
No,
course.
tattoos. More tattoos, please.
No, but yes. Otherwise, Yeah, but actually, I would never have probably gone for him initially though, because he's too much of a bad boy from like looks. You know what I mean? Like he comes off as a bad boy.
That would have
Right.
drawn me to him.
Oh, I would have been like, nah. But he's precious, like deep
Sign
down,
me up.
precious. But no, I would not have given him a second
I think
look.
one of the last ones I did was Princess Diaries. I had to do this because it was giving Princess Diaries vibes, but like spicy Princess Diaries.
Oh,
Twisted Games.
ugh.
When I was trying to get back into reading, I saw this one on TikTok and I was like, oh.
Which one? That's the whole series.
Twisted
in general.
Love. Yeah, I think this was the second one. I read only 2 and then I was like, I'm out.
Wait, she's a princess.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's her
I didn't
bodyguard.
read that one.
And it's her bodyguard. So it's like it's like adult Princess Diaries.
Very
with
adult.
spice.
Very
adult.
I didn't read it.
Anna Huang. Is that how you say her name?
Anna
She
Wong, maybe.
She's very spicy.
Uh-huh.
And it was like too much for me to enjoy the book.
Yep.
So I was like,
Read the first one and will not read the rest of them.
Yep.
I won't read another book by her after that one. I was like, done. Mm-mm.
No way.
I,
Our moms that listen, if you want a spicy Princess Diaries, that's it.
I've thought about reading one of her books. I just haven't gotten to it yet. I might eventually, but just to try it, say I've read one of her
It might be
books.
too much for you.
Well,
I haven't even looked to see what else she writes. Like outside of the
King of
Twisted
Greed,
series.
King of Sloth, those books.
I saw like the Striker one at Target.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I
yeah.
have seen those. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a Hallmark girly.
Oh,
I love Hallmark.
you
I
know
love
what?
Hallmark. I said if you like Hallmark, you'll like early Sarah Adams.
Yeah.
So like the Off Limits Rule, the Match, the Enemy, like all of her early
it's very
books are very
Hallmarky.
spicy, non-spicy, and Hallmarky. And if you like Hallmark movies and mysteries, you'll like Catherine Cowles. I feel like she's she's a spicy Sarah Adams.
Catherine
but,
Cowles is?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like she writes like
excited about
Sarah
this.
Adams, but
It's interesting.
her books are not
Yeah.
closed door. They're open door.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I actually was looking at By Borrow and Steal, and I love how she said, if you don't want to read these 2 chapters, just skip them.
Yeah.
So she makes it so that if you don't want to read, there's 2 chapters in that book that are a little more spicy.
Yeah.
I kind of like that option.
I love that because then I can
because
just
then you
be
don't
like, I
miss
just
anything
don't
in the
want-
story.
Yep.
Which is
Whereas
super
you read a
nice.
Rebecca Yarros book and it's like there's plot in the middle of it, and you're
yeah.
like, I kind of have to read
After you realized you didn't read chapter 59. Was that the right chapter?
it. Throne.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did not read that. Didn't read it.
ma'am. Oh, but you were speaking about Hallmark, and this made me think of, and this is not nice. Cheap produced Lifetime thrillers, comfort and joy. Not even a thriller. Cheap produced Lifetime drama, comfort and joy.
Yeah.
If that's your cup of tea, if you like some Lifetime like horribly
that
made
one-
movies,
Honestly, though, that one was fine until it got like weird. You know what I mean? Like the story itself was fine. It was when she came out of the coma and you're like, what?
yeah,
That you're like, oh,
Yeah.
none of that actually happened, but it
Cheap
did.
Lifetime.
But she was in her head, but they're real people. Like, what?
yeah,
It was just weird. I don't know.
yeah. That may be
Very
some
odd.
people's cup of tea. I mean, it ain't like got the
It did
worst
not
ratings,
have.
but
It didn't have great ratings.
no.
And considering her other books are like 5 stars for most people,
Yeah, let's just say I haven't read another Kristen Hannah book. Sorry.
you need to.
I know I do.
You need to.
I know I do.
So I did. If you like Red Rising, you should read Six of Crows, which I know Six of Crows is one of the ones. I didn't love either one, but they are very like harder core fantasy where like guys like them too. Like it's which you might maybe you don't like them because there's not much like romance. It's more like
Right.
straight fantasy.
See, I gotta have a little bit of romance.
You might
in
not
it.
like it. That's why I was shocked you put Six of Crows as one of your options for this month because I was like, I don't think you're gonna like it.
I
I
really
didn't think
want
I
to
did
read
know.
Red Rising.
I liked it. I've heard the.
that book cover.
Just wait.
What is that one?
Oh, you'll see in a second. I'm gonna.
Oh
recommend
gosh,
it in a
go ahead.
second. Oh, if you like Beauty and the Beast,
Please tell me.
it's Bookworm and the Beast.
Stop.
Listen, have
Stop.
no idea, none idea how I stumbled upon this book.
Is it weird?
No, I mean, it's
Bookworm and
it's
the Beast.
unrealistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Is he a shapeshifter?
it's not fantasy.
Oh.
Is he just really ugly?
He just locks her up in his house.
Oh.
But okay, he's like this.
Like federal offense? Or-
She's sent on an assignment to get a story on this guy.
So she's a journalist.
She stumbles upon some information she shouldn't have stumbled on. Has to sign an NDA, but also he doesn't trust her, so she has to stay at his house
while she's doing the story
until he finishes his book and she finishes her story. So basically, she has.
That's got a very Verity vibe.
So she's like
that's how Verity
trapped into his house. Yeah, she's trapped in his house, and then it turns out he's not a beast at all. And then
interesting.
There's a library, so it's literally written based off of like Beauty and the Beast, but like in human form.
Interesting.
I thought it was fun.
What's the cover?
Please.
No, that's not what it is on Kindle.
Goodreads is out here exposing everybody.
Oh my god!
What is it?
No, that's not what it is on Kindle.
I'm gonna look it up. So you can show me, or I'm gonna look it up anyway.
It looks so much more like you would read it, not on Kindle.
Y'all, Goodreads does.
Why does he look like Jason Momoa?
No, he does not.
Yes, he does. He totally does. Minus
Okay,
long hair.
that is not what it looks like on Kindle.
Goodreads does these authors
dirty.
Yeah. Because have you seen the freaking thing for The Deal? Have you seen the cover for
Oh, God, they're probably terrible.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my God, people can't see that on my Goodreads.
Oh, I literally will like go in there
Look
and
at this.
mark a book, and I'm like, I'm not reading that version, I promise.
Yeah.
Oh.
The one on my Kindle was real pretty. It wasn't that.
That's what I'm saying.
Goodreads
doing us dirty.
Goodreads does them dirty.
Yeah.
Especially those like
Binding 13 is weird too.
Because Wilder.
That's what it is on Kindle.
Oh, that's
Let me
cute.
see.
That's cute.
Stop.
That is not the Wilder cover I have either.
not.
Mine's the pretty like
the pretty
flower.
flowers. Yeah, and then you're like, that's Paxton.
Why the flower?
I don't know.
Is it a dandelion?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Because now I don't know the reference. Like I don't know. Anyway, if you loved Love and Other Words, which I know is like super popular, Every Summer After by Carly Fortune is like basically the same book. And I've talked about it before, but it's
I must
actually
put
in
that
your,
reference down.
You haven't even read it, have you?
I haven't, but I've seen where it's very similar.
It's super similar. It's in your TBR jar, so you'll probably read it at some point.
Yeah.
I loved it. Absolutely loved both of them. So I don't even know which one I would say is better. They're both great.
I put if you love WWE, watching it with your hubby.
Wild Side or
Wild Side.
Yep.
Oh,
Silver.
gosh.
I mean, I'm not obsessed with WWE or like love it, but I know what's going on because Brandon literally watches it.
That's so
every
funny.
week. Watches like every time it comes to Greenville, we go, and
Absolutely not.
No, thank you.
it's actually kind of fun.
What?
You should come. You and Caleb should come with us. Channing would love it.
Oh.
Chandler. Channing Tatum. I'm thinking of Channing Tatum.
She's thinking of the Australian book talker?
No, I was thinking of Roman Reigns, honestly, is what I was thinking about. Because that's who the dude is in Wild Side.
That's so funny.
I was going with it. I was just going to be like, Chandler. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Chandler would love it.
Chandler
She's
probably
wild.
would, and I'd be sitting there like,
What are you doing?
what is this?
Yeah, I have no interest.
No, but I know.
Do you know what Caleb wants to go and see?
What?
Midget wrestling.
That's a thing.
Stop. Wait till I tell Caleb that. He's going to be so jealous.
There's this place in Spartanburg Brandon goes. Brandon went to.
You know they do wrestling at Williamston Town Square.
No, it's midget
What?
wrestling.
The town square?
In Williamston?
No, in Spartanburg.
No, I know. I
So-
know. But it's like the one
Wait, what do you mean in the town square?
in Town Square.
On that little...
In that little building. Town Hall.
Oh, I thought you meant on the stage at the park.
I thought you meant on the
was
park
like-
too.
What?
That
You
would
mean
be
the
funner.
same place they also teach line dancing?
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
dead.
No, I totally sweir. This guy that used to work with Brandon used to wrestle
Stop.
for them.
For the midgets.
No, there's midget wrestling too, but there's also like
Wait till I tell
full circle.
Caleb.
Anyways, Brandon would totally go with it.
Oh, it's on Caleb's bucket list. Don't even get him started.
Oh,
That is so
my
interesting.
gosh! I think that was all of mine.
That is so funny. That
I
was
do have a
all
bunch of
mine,
others,
too.
but I'm trying to look at.
Any really good ones?
I mean, I said if you like 1,000 Boy Kisses, The Coldest Winter, and The Last Letter are
Yeah.
like both gut wrenching, depressing.
The last.
And then
letter.
if you like Percy Jackson growing up, The Games God's Play is very similar.
Oh,
Very, very
so
similar.
adult version.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I put if you like Kristen Hanna, read Kate Quinn, but you don't like Kristen Hanna, so
Sorry.
you need to try.
At
They're
some
so
point, I will
long.
give her another try.
Oh, but they are so worth it.
They're so long.
2 of my top
They
5
are
books of
long.
all time are Kristen Hanna.
I don't know.
Oh, she's amazing. I promise you, I would not lead you astray on this.
I know. I trust.
You
it.
might have one in your TBR jar.
Oh man.
That's
You
gonna
might
be a big
sorry.
old book.
Oh yeah, it's gonna take me 3 years to read that one.
You'll like it. I promise. I haven't read that one actually.
Oh.
I actually read half of it, and then it was due at the library, and I never got it back. So I have it. I just never finished it. I need to. I want to. But yeah. Also, if you like Frida McFadden, read Riley Sager.
Yeah.
Ooh, House Across the Lake. So good.
I even put I said one by one, which is Frida McFadden, read Final Girls. Have you read Final Girls by Riley Sager?
Mm-hmm.
That one's really good. Did you buy that one? Okay. Final Girls
I don't remember what I bought.
They basically, like, these girls find out that they were the last ones in their crime scene. Everyone else died, and they find each other on like a social media where they were like the final girl to survive, and then they like make a club about it, and then they're targeted because of it.
Oh,
Yeah, it's interesting.
that would be good.
I liked it. You would probably like it. I liked it. It was good.
That does not sound like a book.
That actually sounds really good.
I
like
liked
some
it.
Final
During the
Destination
daytime.
crap right there.
Are you gonna read the book club book this month?
I'm gonna try it.
I'm excited about the
We'll
book
see
club.
how anxious it makes me when I read it.
I think you'll like it.
I
I hope I do. I haven't read one of her books, but she's like a really popular one. So.
Yeah.
It looks pretty quick.
So next week we'll talk Metal Slinger.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm hoping we can get her on the podcast.
Yes. We're
same.
trying really hard.
She's said that she would consider it. So
Anyways,
see.
yeah.
We'll
I'm
see.
so excited to read Metal Slinger before next week. Yep.
Definitely.
And we'll see you next week after you read Metal Slinger.
yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.